Alright guys, we're going to bring up a very lovely lady. She's very funny. You guys ready? Please give her a big round of applause. Yumna Mohamed.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the most depressing night of my life. But I paid $3 and that's like 5 million in my currency, so go ahead with this. But I guess it's just different where I come from, because back home we perform stand-up in front of people, so I just have to get used to the US, right? So I'm 24 years old and I'm not married, and in my grandmother's language there's a word for that. The word is spinster. Because by Indian standards, I should be a grandmother by now, actually. And my aunt's getting quite desperate. The other day, she tried to set me up with a 48-year-old Iranian refugee she found wandering outside our house. I can't say I wasn't considering it, though, because I, too, want to get married now, mostly because most of my cousins my age are married to my cousins. And another thing is, I'm just tired of being accosted by boys' mothers, you know. I mean, the other day this woman phoned me to ask if her son could add me on Facebook. And that's not really what I'm looking for in a partner, you know, a guy who needs his mom to do his social networking for him. But that's how it works in the Indian community, you know. At weddings, you'll find all these old women on the prowl looking for potential mates for their loser sons, right? But it's kind of like human trafficking with Bollywood music playing in the background. That kills in South Africa, I swear. So I'm excited to be in New York. You know, it's different to back home. I mean, I'm from Africa and I haven't seen this much dirt before in my life, actually. I'm excited to be here mostly because back home I have like a really overprotective dad, and I don't know if you have like a list of things to do before you die, like I don't know, go running with the bulls in Spain or go to Brazil during the carnival, right? But my list is more like get permission to stay out after 9 o'clock, get permission to watch Sex in the City, get permission to say the word sex. Not allowed. But so as you can imagine, when I got here, I just went totally wild, right? I remember one night I actually stayed out till 11. Totally badass. It was just amazing. My mom's actually, she's the opposite of my dad. She's always tried to be the cool parent. I remember once she came into my room and she was like, "Hey, Yumna, let's try a cigarette together." And I was like, "No thanks, Mom. I'm 9." You know. But right, has anyone here been to South Africa? Has any of you 5 people been to South Africa? No? Well, it's a nice country. We've got a problem with crime. Like, crime is quite bad. To give you an idea of how bad crime is, our president of our country, he actually was convicted of rape once. And then a year later, we elected him president. We have actually a big problem with break-ins. We have a lot of house break-ins, and every time there's a burglary in our neighborhood, my dad panics and adds one more security gate to our house. So it's eventually gotten to the point where we have to open like 18 locks to get outside. So it's kind of like the worst punishment for a criminal would be to make them live at home with us. And it's punishment enough having to live with my parents, you know, because they actually came to visit 2 weeks ago, and it's the worst thing in the world for me is traveling with my parents. It's like National Lampoon, but miserable, like really bad. You know, they go around calling everyone Eduardo for some reason, I don't know why. It got so bad that I was thinking of trafficking myself to Mexico and becoming a gardener, because I hear they're short of them over there. But I can say that joke, I'm brown, right? Yeah, okay. Crime in South Africa is bad, but not as bad as Malawi. In Malawi, it's illegal to fart in public, actually. And I don't really know how they police this yet, you know, I'm still trying to work it out. I think they've got like a special squad, like the fart police, you know, and they've got like a crime hotline where it's like 1-800-I-8-FEAMS, you know, and then you phone and you're like, come quick, I smell something, you know. And then when they get there, I believe that they have like a farting breathalyzer test thing, and they do preemptive raids on people who eat boiled eggs. And if you are convicted of farting in public, do you know what you get?
What?
The gas chamber. So when my parents were here, they decided to actually see if we had any relatives in New York, because that's what you do when you're Indian. You look for relatives so you don't have to pay for a hotel. And we actually found someone. She's from India, but she's been living in New Jersey, so she's essentially my aunt. And speaking to her, I realized exactly how racist Indians actually are, because she told me that I can't go to Harlem. She's like, no, you can't go to Harlem. Too many blacks, too many Spanish, you know. I was like, what? She says that black people are uncivilized, and I was like, what? You know, in India, people shit and squat everywhere. You know, I don't know if you've been to India, but that place stinks. It smells like the whole country took a dump at the same time. And I mean, in India, you go to the toilet to get fresh air. You know? But I think the winner is the Indian accent. It is ridiculous. We can't lie to ourselves, right? I think that's why they don't have any like Indian sex phone line operator people, you know, because it just sounds stupid. You know, like they're like, "Hello, baby. Tell me, what are you wearing? Tell me, what is it? Me, I am wearing nothing. Nothing I am wearing." Anyways, that's all I've got for you people.
Yeah!
Destroyed everything. Thanks.
I told you she was funny.